It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East.
The snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. With my broadcast partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, you look at our home team here, it's such an advantage playing at home in front of these fans, just in terms of having the crowd on your side.
And you know you'll have them right from the first snap. The key, how will you play in order to keep them on your side? That's how it works out really well when you put it all together.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, of course, winning on the road, never easy. What do they need to do here to give themselves a chance at victory?
2 things come to mind. Either come out swinging big right from the start or treat it like a golf tournament. Don't shoot yourself out of it early. Just hang in there and settle in.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. They'll get 3.
The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
In this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting right backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 3rd down, Gabriel is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, Gabriel. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to throw. Bowman. Going to throw right side here. Complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Bowman. There, it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And oh, it's blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barnes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Bowman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And 9 at the 26-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for New York. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to...
Touchdown! A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right
down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Bowman. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Bowman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. operating from the gun. Bowman over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Let's go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, Collins. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They run over center with Collins, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. is shoving his way inside the 35. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnes. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 146 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, Gabriel. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, Barnes. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Our home team, 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Bowman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Bowman. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Looking to throw. Bowman. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score. Visitors 21.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Operating from the gun, Bowman. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left. Touchdown! A great play there. 48 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And New York set to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Bowman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Bowman. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Bowman. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on second down. Bowman looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by Johnson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Barnes. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on first down. Barnes. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
His kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. I tell you what, the snow, not only did it not dampen the crowd's enthusiasm, they were great, but it didn't slow down the offenses either.
Let's start with the first thing you said, the crowd. Normally when it snows, what do you want to do? You bundle up, right? You don't get out of your seat.